Most men avoid discomfort. Most men will do anything to avoid discomfort. Do you feel like you live a comfortable life, but this life is just not enough for you? Do you feel like something is missing and you are not living your most authentic life? I'm Sebastien, your addiction recovery coach, and this subject piques your interest. Please stay till the end of this video. Why most men would choose comfort over any type of discomfort? You have to understand, first of all, the mind is lazy. But in our modern day comfort, we have so much ability to be comfortable. And what I mean by being comfortable is also all the cheap dopamine that comes with modern day access and technology. Cheap dopamine is scrolling, social media scrolling. It's Netflix, over binging, overeating, drugs, alcohol, and of course, porn, hooking up, and even dating apps. We have a plethora of things that are keeping us comfortable. We have such comfortable life that it becomes a real detriment. Because when you have that much comfort, how on earth are you going to choose discomfort as a way of life? If you think that a hedonistic life is the life we all should have, then you are leading yourself slowly but surely to your demise. Because as human beings, we are not meant to fulfill our desire. Not only that, desire begets more desire. And for those of you who do not know, desire is the cause of suffering. That's not what I said. That's what the Buddha said 2,500 years ago. And you might disagree, but look at your life. The more you are desirous, the more you yearn for things, the more you will feel restless, the more you will feel distraught, and the more it can lead you to be depressed. Look at all those movie stars that seemingly have the best life because they have access to everything: fame, woman, fortune, and all the pleasures that this can bestow onto them. And a lot of them commit suicide or are very unhappy because it is not what you want for your life. Even Dan Bilzerian, the guy who hooks up with all those women, I have nothing against him. I actually kind of like him, not because of his lifestyle, obviously, but I like the way he is, his character. But even he said that even hooking up with all those women, that pursuit of endless pleasure is a bottomless pit, and it can lead you to become very depressed. That's what he said, and I truly believe him, because you cannot pursue desire constantly and not be depressed, because desire begets more desire. So the more you avoid discomfort and the more you adopt that comfortable life, the more you will be able to make the best choice when it comes to what is your true potential. Life, the greatest things in life are achieved through growing pains, but you avoid those growing pains because you might choose that cheap dopamine, or you might choose that comfortable life. Are you able to sit in a room and meditate? Are you able to lift weights? Are you able to even take a cold shower? To not eat everything you want to eat? To not watch too much TV? To not spend your time on Netflix? To not spend time on video games? Are you able to stop yourself when you're scrolling? All of that stuff is comfort, but that comfort is just poison disguised as pleasure. It seems pleasurable, and it is for a while, but the brain is not used to that rush of dopamine. And when you are scrolling, when you are over binging, when you are watching porn, when you're doing video games, you are overflooding your mind with that dopamine, and the mind is not used to that flooding of dopamine. And the more you fry your dopamine receptors, the less efficient they will be, the fewer they will be in number, and the rest of your life, because those dopamine receptors are not functioning as well and are fewer in numbers, the rest of your life will become gray and dull, because the brain is not used to so much comfort. So my story: watched porn for many years. I drank alcohol for a couple of years, and I did weed every now and then. And I went to a meditation center when I was young, when I was 20, and I spent 3 months there. And after I spent 3 months there, I gave up alcohol automatically and organically. You know what? Because I practiced meditation at such a young age, 12 plus hour days for 3 months in a row. And the meditation helps strengthen your prefrontal cortex and strengthen the gray matter in your brain. The prefrontal cortex is the one in charge of making good decision for you. That cheap dopamine weakens your prefrontal cortex. So the more you do those activities that release that cheap dopamine in your brain, the less strength your prefrontal cortex has, and the harder it will be for that prefrontal cortex to deal with those impulses. And that's why meditation is so good. And that is how many years after I gave up alcohol, I gave up porn. And it took me years to give up porn. I'm not saying that I'm better than you. I'm saying we all live in this world and we all have the temptation. And porn was a huge temptation for me. And meditation and desexualizing my mind helped me tremendously because I decided that I had to face that discomfort of not watching porn to be able to not be addicted to porn anymore. That discomfort of not drinking alcohol to be able to not be addicted to alcohol. That discomfort of not smoking cigarette to be able to not be addicted to smoking. And that discomfort lasts for a while, lasts for some time. But after a while, you won't be addicted to porn, to drugs, to alcohol, to video games. And obviously, certain of those activities can be done in moderation. But if you're constantly doing that and you see the consequences on your life, maybe it's time to go on a fast, a dopamine fast, if you will, and stop cold turkey until you find your rhythm, until you find how you can incorporate those activities in moderation in your life. But I'm telling you, avoiding discomfort is not only detrimental to your brain, but it's also detrimental to your life. Because unfortunately, as men, we need that discomfort. We need to understand that we not only need that discomfort, but we also need that discipline and that focus. And all that cheap dopamine, all that comfortable lifestyle is only flooding your mind with cheap dopamine and is enabling you to actually focus, to actually be more disciplined and to be consistent. How on earth are you going to be consistent where your mind is not able to focus and to be disciplined? And to achieve anything good in life, whether it's through meditation, your spiritual side, your masculine side, or goals of lifting weights, martial arts, starting a business, you need discipline, focus, and be consistent over a certain period of time. And by always choosing comfort, you are neglecting a lot of your potential. You are leaving a lot of that potential on that proverbial table. And that is not what I want for you. So the solution for that is doing things like meditation, avoiding that cheap dopamine. If you have something in your life that is really the main cause of your comfort, so to speak, might be porn, might be overeating, might be Netflix, might be video game. You have to go on a fast. Not do this for a while. When it comes to porn, you should give up porn and never look back. And I think for a lot of men, it is porn. But even scrolling, I think you should stop scrolling and never look back. Scrolling is that insidious for your brain. I'm not even joking. So find out what is really bugging you. You have to figure out all those things that are making your life comfortable and deal with them. And I strongly believe that those two tools I'm about to give you will help tremendously. Number one, meditation, because meditation will strengthen your prefrontal cortex, as I said, but it will also make you more able to deal with those urges, and it will also make you a wiser person and a more calm and relaxed person. And that will help you tremendously when you need to be more disciplined and need to be more focused, because meditation helps tremendously with focus as well. And the second tool is lifting weights. By doing lifting weights, you are going out of your comfort zone and you're putting your body through some stress. And that stress will translate into you growing stronger, wiser, and also bigger and more aesthetic. And it will also boost your testosterone. If you do those two things, you will be a better, more masculine, more healthy masculine man. I guarantee it. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Sebastien, your addiction recovery coach, and I'm here to help those of you give up on, desexualize your mind, and other addictive compulsions and behavior. Thank you so much for listening. Links are in the description box below, and I'm very sure I can help you. Shoot me a text if you want to know more. See you guys.